Good evening, and thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Anne-Marie Bonner.
And I'm Naomi Washington. We begin remembering the life of Jackson Yell, a classmate, student, and friend.
A gathering of friends is currently being held in the Newman Lumen Pavilion. We've been told students are gathering outside as well as in the meeting space due to high attendance. Yell was killed in what is being investigated as a hit and run in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina on Sunday morning. Yell was on a weekend trip with members of the club baseball team. He was from Massachusetts, majoring in business analytics and minoring in statistics. He was set to graduate with the class of 2024. The Myrtle Beach Police Department has one person in custody following the collision. This video comes to us from WPDE in Myrtle Beach. 45-year-old Jason Todd Suaro was arrested and charged with traffic hit and run, resulting in death. His hearing was this afternoon. A lawyer for the family asked that bond be denied because he fled the scene. The bond was set at $50,000.
Scott Yell, Jackson's dad, says he remembers his son as a happy-go-lucky, carefree, and outgoing person. He hopes as students grapple with the loss, they lean on one another.
It's a tough world, and we gotta look out for each other and take care of each other. I think he would want that. I think he would want people to go on living and not be too sad for him. You know, he was notorious for saying, "Oh, I'm fine." And I think that would be his attitude still.
Members of the Elon community can call the Truett Center for Religious and Spiritual Life, Student Care and Outreach, or counseling services using any of the numbers on your screen. There's also a crisis counselor on call at this number on your screen, as well as Talk Now from Timely Care and a student life administrator on call through Campus Safety and Police.
Faculty and staff can also utilize Elon Work-Life resources for support. Community members who want to send messages of support to his family can do so by visiting the Truett Center front desk or the Truett Center campus box at 2960. These resources are all available on our website, and we'll be right back after this.
Here's to the things that can keep us safe. Those we use all the time with hardly a thought. Those that are silently standing by to save our lives. And now, those that we carry with us everywhere we go. Many mobile devices will now bring you wireless emergency alerts, real-time information directly from local sources you know and trust. With the unique sound and vibration, you'll be in the know, wherever you are.
They said I couldn't dream. Called me a piece of trash and swore that's all I'd ever be. Said a bottle couldn't see the ocean. Give up. Go back to the dumpster. But I didn't listen. I made my way. And now, I am what I've always wanted to be.
Hamilton was adopted from a rescue in 2008. He really likes to be around people. And as soon as I start to make my breakfast, Hamilton is right there. I get out my mat and I'm doing a downward dog and he's underneath. He's quite the pug about town. He gets invited to a lot of parties. He knows he's a pretty big deal. I mean, look at this little face. How could you not love him?
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies. Selfie, nailed it.
We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on man, let's split a ride home.
You're watching Elon Local News.
A Southern Alamance middle school teacher is facing charges of indecent liberties. Ivan Danilo Ardila Perez was charged with acting sexually inappropriate towards 2 students. 5 more alleged victims have come forward, all ranging from 11 to 13 years old. Right now, Ardila Perez is suspended without pay. He is a Spanish teacher and soccer coach. Superintendent Dr. Dane Butler has recommended Ardila Perez be fired. The ABS Board of Education will review Butler's recommendation at a work session next week. The principal of the same school, Matt Ritter, is also on administrative leave, but it is unclear why. This is an ongoing investigation and there may be more charges on the way. If anyone has additional information in this case or may have been a victim, please call 911 and ask to speak with a Special Victims Unit detective.
Today is College Decision Day for high school seniors across the nation. And as of this afternoon, 1,700 students are enrolled in the class of 2027. This year, Elon's acceptance rate has also decreased from 74% to 67%. According to Vice President for Enrollment, Greg Zeiser, this is about 400 more students than last year. Looking at the incoming class, almost 200 of them are first-generation students. Over 200 students identify as part of the LGBTQ+ communities. Over 300 students identify as Black, Latino, or Hispanic, Asian or Pacific Islander, Native American, Alaskan Native, and multiracial. There are over 100 international students. The most popular states are North Carolina, Massachusetts, New Jersey, Connecticut, and Pennsylvania. Zeiser also noted that there's been a significant increase in the number of students from Illinois and Texas. The most popular majors for this incoming class are psychology, biology, business analytics, marketing, and sport management. Zeiser says the numbers are subject to some change as the day goes on. More information about the class of 2027 can be found on our website, elonnewsnetwork.com, and in this week's copy of The Pendulum.
Elon University's honor code may have met its latest technology obstacle. Using unoriginal work found online or by another student was once a professor's main concern surrounding plagiarism. Now, with the emergence of artificial intelligence, professors have a new issue on their hands. Our Jenna Mandrioli has more. I apologize for the technical difficulties. ChatGPT initially launched on ChatGPT launched originally in November 2022, with its most recent stable release being in March of this year. The town of Elon Fire Department responds to calls every day with its ladder fire truck, but the current truck is reaching its expiration date. Our Joanna Dwyer has the story.
When the Elon Fire Department receives a call, the ladder truck is the first vehicle to leave the station and go to the scene. The ladder truck is approaching 18 years old. After countless repairs, Assistant Fire Chief Charles Walker says it's time to get a new one.
It just comes to a point where, preventive maintenance and stuff on it is not enough anymore.
Property taxes pay for emergency department expenses. But nonprofit organizations like Elon University do not pay property taxes to the town of Elon. Town manager Richard Rodner says there have been conversations about who will be funding the new vehicle, but no concrete responses.
The savings we have has been from our taxpayers in the past. Do we make them pay for the new vehicle? Or do we have the taxpayers of the future pay for it, who are actually enjoying the benefit of it?
The truck will cost more than $2 million to pay for the parts, along with special customizations. Rodner says it will take 2 years for the truck to be made and is set to be delivered to Elon in 2025.
We use it on single-story buildings on up to 5-story, buildings in our district, because it can just, the versatility of that truck is only limited by us, really. With it. So it's a very important piece of our operation here.
The Elon Fire Department responds to about 2,000 calls per year. That means, on average, they're responding to the community 5 to 6 times a day. According to Rodner, Elon University and Twin Lakes community agree a new ladder truck is necessary. but no donations have been made. The town of Elon officially purchased the new truck and is set to use a payment plan to pay for it over time.
We would love to have their participation since they're some of the prime users of the new equipment, but it's not something we can force them to do.
The Elon Fire Department responded to calls specifically from Elon University almost 150 times, and to the community over 450 times so far this year. Elon University Vice President for Finance and Administration, Janet Williams, declined our request for an interview. Joanna Dwyer, Elon Local News.
Elon's Town Council voted at its last meeting to change the fire tax rate for Elon taxpayers to account for inflation and improvements for the fire station. Elon News Network will continue to follow this story.
And we apologize for that technical delay earlier, but Elon University's Honor Code may have its latest technology obstacle. Using unoriginal work found online or by other students was once professors' main concern. But now, with the emergence of artificial intelligence, professors have a new issue on their hands. Our Jenna Mandarioli has the story.
AI technology is taking a new approach to writing and communication. ChatGPT, an online AI platform, can generate responses to prompts within seconds. It allows a computer-controlled robot to perform human tasks. After discovering ChatGPT, Elon professor Jessalyn Strauss asked it to write the topic of her college dissertation paper.
And I basically watched that machine write my own literature review. Like, obviously it was different, right? But it was remarkable. It makes you really think about what we spend our time doing and what value we get out of it.
Strauss says she feels professors need to set clearer expectations for when to disclose the use of AI technology.
We don't ask you guys to disclose when you use a calculator in your math homework, because of course you do that, right?
Strauss says she thinks the use of AI creates a change in the approach to education. Elon professor Brooks Fuller says there needs to be proper communication between professors and students about the use of ChatGPT in the classroom.
If we just pretend like it doesn't exist, then we're not really accomplishing anything. So I think the way that we show trust and respect is having conversations.
Elon senior Ross Brunswig has experimented with ChatGPT for writing plays. He says he wonders how it could impact his theater classes.
Hopefully this doesn't happen, but I could see it happening, is that people would use ChatGPT as a sort of way to like check all the boxes and as a way to just get something produced. Because if it's easier to just say what you want in a piece of theater, it could be like, we might not need writers as much.
While Elon does not yet have a policy in place, other universities do. 4 out of 10 students even felt AI can, quote, defeat the purpose of education. Only time or internet speed will tell how ChatGPT will continue to rewrite or retype the classroom. Jenna Mandarioli, Elon Local News.
ChatGPT initially launched on internet browsers in November 2022, with its most recent stable release being in March of this year.
As you're enjoying the spring weather this week, Elon Dining is hosting Food Truck Frenzy this Thursday. It's held twice a semester and done in partnership with the Student Union Board. Food Truck Frenzy is from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. and you can stop by the event at the parking lot next to Alumni Gym and pay using any form of a meal swipe, cash, or card.
This Friday, the Elon Community Garden class is hosting its annual Strawberry Festival and Plant Adoption event. Members of the Elon community can enjoy music, food, and games. The celebration is set for 2 to 5 p.m. You can RSVP for the event on Phoenix Connect. Well, when I woke up this morning, it sure was a little chilly for it being the first day of May.
I know, it's cold and it's rainy, and you know, they say April showers bring May flowers, but I'm really hoping that now that we're actually in May, there will be less rain.
I agree, and you know who's the perfect person to tell us about that is our Angelina Fantaroni out on Citroen Plaza.
Anjo, what can you tell us?
Thanks, Naomi and Anne-Marie. This week is a bit on the cooler side for early May. We can expect cloudy skies and wind for the majority of this week, with temperatures in the low to mid 60s. On Thursday, however, it gets a bit warmer with a high of 68 and a low of 43. This would be the perfect day to get those graduation photos done if you haven't done so already. Finally, on Friday, we move into a bit of a warmer stream with high of 70 and a low of 45. Scattered thunderstorms are expected throughout the day, so make sure you have that umbrella handy if needed. That's all for your Phoenix 5-day forecast. Back to you, Naomi and Anne-Marie.
Angelina Fantaroni.
Thank you so much.
Plaza.
And Friday night, the Black Student Union, National Panhellenic Council, and SUB are hosting a block party called Coolin' on the Commons in Academic Village. Community members can enjoy food, mini golf, inflatables, and a step show. The party is from 7:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m.
More to come. Hear how seniors are using on-campus resources to find their what's next.
And one Elon dancer is performing in front of a much larger audience next football season.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Can you help me with this? My new dad teaches me all kinds of stuff.
Sure.
He helps me with homework.
That would be 3.6795.
Thanks.
Yep.
He helps me with my decision making.
I wouldn't use this one. Ever.
And he's even teaching me how to drive.
And that's why cars have bumpers.
I'm learning so much.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are.
Doesn't see race. Love is love.
Hey, you.
Yeah, you. Getting that college education, what are you gonna do? Graduate and take some office job? Be like everybody else?
Or will you dare do something different?
Like, be a teacher. You could be my teacher. You got the skills.
The smarts?
Yes, you. You could be the teacher I never forget.
That'd be cool.
Does that corporate job even have recess? What are you gonna make of yourself?
What are you gonna make of me?
Bye-bye.
Hi. Hoping for a crisp breeze to help keep you alert. Oh, he took a sip of water too. That'll probably help.
You were probably gonna turn down the radio too, so you could focus, right?
Probably okay isn't okay.
Right?
If you see a warning sign, stop and call a cab, a car, or a friend.
I think the water line is what really drove it home. I blew on him.
You're watching Elon Local News.
With 18 days until graduation, seniors can now go pick up their commencement tickets at the box office window at Schar Center. Pickup began this morning and continues through Friday of this week. Elon senior Gabby Mansour says graduating is bittersweet.
I love Elon so much, so it's definitely going to be hard to say bye. And I think the firsts of many lasts are starting as well, so that's, again, bittersweet, but picking up tickets kind of just made it really real, and taking graduation photos, it's a good time.
Mansour says she'll be using all 5 of her tickets for commencement. She says she's unsure of her plans after graduation, but she's excited to celebrate with family.
My parents are coming and my siblings are coming, so I'm just so excited to have them here and host them at Elon. They've never been, so I'm really excited.
Undergraduate commencement ceremonies are set for 9 a.m. and 2:30 p.m. on May 19th in Schar Center.
As Elon seniors prepare to graduate, some are the first in their families to receive a college degree. There are just over 500 first-generation college students on Elon's campus. 107 of those are graduating seniors. One of them is Eva Pierce, a vocal performance major. She's the first in her family to get a 4-year degree. She says that at one point she had to have 4 jobs to afford school. But Pierce says regardless, she didn't quit.
I felt like I couldn't be anything outside of my financial position. And that was a moment where I was like, I don't even know why I'm doing this anymore, because it felt like I was never going to get out of that hole. And then, you know, I've been so fortunate to have professors who are mentors in my life. My voice teacher and my accompanist, they both got me through it.
To honor first-generation students, there's a graduation ceremony tomorrow at 5 p.m. in McKinnon.
Elon Student Professional Development Center has been working closely with seniors as they get ready for life after graduation. Arnaya Pinksity has more.
As seniors prepare for their next chapters, Elon Student Professional Development Center is helping students enter the job market, graduate programs, the military, or still figure out their next steps. Director of the SPDC, Brooke Buffington, says the office sees a lot
Students can continue to meet. We apologize for the technical difficulties, my producer just told me. Students can continue to meet with the SPDC at their main office in Mosley Student Center or at satellite offices across campus.
2 Elon football players now have opportunities with NFL teams after this year's NFL draft. Today, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers invited former kicker Skylar Davis to training camp. After going undrafted, Davis has a chance to compete for a spot in their roster. Davis holds multiple program records here at Elon. The Indianapolis Colts also signed former Elon player Cole Coleman as an undrafted free agent. Coleman signed a contract after the draft with a $7,500 signing bonus. All undrafted free agent signings are unofficial until the player signs a deal and passes a physical. Over his 5 seasons, Coleman secured 156 solo tackles, tying him for 5th in Elon history. Coleman's signing with the Colts makes him the 18th player from Elon's football team to be signed to an NFL deal.
One athlete is continuing to wear maroon and gold as her team's colors after graduation. Elon singer and dance team co-captain Lindsay Rothenstein is now an NFL dancer for the Washington Commanders. She says she wanted to pursue this path because she wasn't ready to end her dance career.
So I always wanted to move back there, also because I'm a political science major, so it kind of seemed just like the right fit. And I was examining the dance opportunities in the area, and the Commanders, I just loved their style and everything about them.
Rothenstein says one of the parts of this opportunity that she's most excited for is being on a team again.
I'm excited to be the youngest person in the room and learn from a bunch of different people. And I'm excited to perform and get out there. It's a massive stadium. I haven't performed in front of nearly that many people ever.
Rothenstein starts practice via Zoom next week before training in person this summer. She says dancing is only part-time and she'll work 6 to 10 hours a week and is currently looking for a job in the DC area.
Coming up, hear how one Elon a cappella group is celebrating a milestone anniversary.
And Elon Leads celebrates making history in its fundraising efforts.
So there you are, shuffling through a stack of resumes and you come to mine. This is it, first impression, my way in. But can my resume show you how I truly stand out? Like that I was studying, going to night school while working 2 jobs just to help my parents pay for groceries. Or being the first one to always step up. No, that's something you just can't put on paper. Look beyond the resume and discover new ways to develop great talent that is dedicated, hardworking, and determined like me.
Open road, here comes the Heffley family.
Whether it's a short trip or a long haul.
Estimated time, 47 hours.
They will beg.
You're hungry? I'm happy to provide.
They will plead.
Deep fried butter on a stick.
But whatever you do, don't wimp out.
Now you're talking.
Make them buckle up.
He can't hurt.
Remember, safety first. Cheese curls second.
Are you orange? Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign, not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're watching Elon Local News.
Smooth Progressions hosted its 10th anniversary spring concert in Whitley Auditorium. The group invited its alumni back to Elon to celebrate and to perform with them on stage. President of Smooth Progressions and sophomore Nick Edge says the group is unique compared to other groups on campus.
I feel like we have a very different dynamic than a lot of the other groups. We're very open to everybody, very accepting. We love to spend as much time with the community as possible. And, you know, along with that, we have this almost brotherhood.
The last song Smooth Progressions performed at the concert was the song Forget You by CeeLo Green. Elon senior Kyle Borgna says the song holds a special place in the group's history.
That was the first song our group ever performed at Elon, so it's a real full circle moment. We're going to call all the alumni on stage to do it with us, and it's going to be a really fun time.
The president says over 150 people were in the audience for the concert. Smooth Progressions and Elon's 6 other a cappella groups will hold auditions again next fall.
Over 400 members of the Elon community gathered in Schar Center this past weekend to celebrate Elon Leads. It's the university's largest fundraising campaign to date. With the money raised, Elon expanded scholarships and campus facilities. The ceremony opened with a performance from Elon alumnus and Broadway star Adam Kaplan, who's performed in Newsies. There were also speeches from community members. In total, the campaign had 34,000 donors. Senior staff member Jim Pyatt was one of the primary organizers of Elon Leads. He says the night was about celebrating donors and the ways they support the university.
There are a lot of people standing behind this university, which means they're standing behind our students. They're supporting us with their gifts. And it's something you don't really think about when you're a student. You don't really see it.
Class of 2003 alumnus and co-chair of Elon Leads campaign, Kristen Wiggins, says that as a first-generation student who depended on scholarships, he's proud to give back to the university. He says he wants to help give students the opportunity to attend Elon. According to President Book, the Elon Leads campaign has more than doubled the number of scholarships in the Odyssey program, which is now over 200.
Before we go tonight, we want to take another moment to remember Jackson Yell, a junior club baseball player, student, and a friend. We also want to remind people of the resources available as we realize this is a time where many are grieving.
All of these numbers are here on your screen. Faculty and staff can also utilize Elon Work-Life Resources for support. Community members who want to send messages of support to his family can do so by visiting the Truett Center front desk or the Truett Center campus box at 2960. These resources are all available on our website. I'm ready for a golf ball. And that is all the news we have for you tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. For stories, scores, and more, visit our website, elonnewsnetwork.com.
And be sure to follow us on social media at SportsENN and Elon News Network. Have a great rest of your week, Elon.